Hi, I'm Jane from Computer Science Cafe. This is part 3 on taking you from zero to hero with learning to code in Python. Over the next few minutes, I will take you through different operators and their use. Please support us by clicking like and subscribe. Okay, let's get started. Operators are used for mathematical calculations, comparing values, assigning values to variables, and for logic operations. In this video, we will look at mathematical calculations and assigning values. In the next video, using if statements, we will look in comparison and logic operators. So let's start some coding. Firstly, looking at some mathematical operators to do some calculations. I will create two numbers, save them in two variables, one called number1 and one called number2. Then use these numbers for each calculation. I will create a variable called answer and use this for each calculation. Here I will use the addition operator to add the two numbers stored in each variable. And finally print the outcome. We can see the values have been added and the answer is 26. Okay, let's change this operator for subtraction and test the answer. We can see that the subtraction is done and the answer is 16. Now let's try the multiplication by changing the operator. And we can see the answer is 105. Next, let's try a standard division. The answer is 4.2. 5 goes into 21 4 times and remainder 1. This is showing 2 as a standard division shows the fraction of the remainder. Now using the percentage sign for modulus. Here we can see that it only shows what is left over from the division. 4 goes into 21 4 times with 1 left over. Modulus just returns the value left over. Now with floor division or mod, we can see that just the division will be returned and the remainder will be ignored. And lastly, the exponent. 21 to the power of 5 is 408, 4101. At the end of this video, I will set you a coding challenge to test your skills. Now let's move on and have a look at assignment operators. We will quickly look at assigning variables values using these operators. These repeat the mathematical operators using a slightly different method. Again, creating two variables both containing numbers, one with 20 and one with 5. Then let's print number 2. And starting with the equals sign means make it equal to. Number 2 equals number 1. Run the code and we can see the value of number 2 is now the same as number 1. Number 2 was 5, but we reassigned it the value of number 1, which is 20. So the 5 was overwritten. Next, for the plus equals, this is the same as doing number 1 plus number 2. You can often see this method being used when adding to a score in game code. Now let's see the outcome of minus equals. Five minus 20 is negative 15. And the same for multiplication equals. 100. The division sign, this will give a standard division between the two numbers. Now for the modulus, this will give us only the remainder of a division between the two numbers. A division with a number bigger than itself will always return itself. And the floor division giving us the divisions excluding any remainder. 20 divided by 5 is 4, remainder 0. And lastly, assigning the value of 21 to the power of 5. Wow, that's a big number. I am not even going to try and say that. Fantastic! Great job! You are now one step closer to being a Python master. Don't be afraid to try out your new skills and experiment with the code. I am going to leave you with a coding challenge, but before I do, please like and subscribe. Have fun and see you in the next video.
It would be great to have a program to help us calculate the total bill after we eat. Can you help us?